and I have some
Shoutcasts. Generals, gentlemen. Hello, what is up, and welcome back to Command & Conquer 0 Hour 1.6 Community Patch. I am doing a double cast with the very handsome Sybert.
Yes, you are indeed, and we are playing on Lagoon. Well, actually, we're not playing.
No, we're casting on Lagoon. Just as good, the next
Yeah.
best thing. Now, before they sell the command centers and we lose track, we do have Murder as the yellow swooping general on the top, and on the bottom...
We do have Relax as the red Chinese Nuke general. And actually, maybe not selling off that command center. Oh, no, never mind, sells
He was
off.
probably listening to us, like, record, and then just be like, yeah, I'll totally trick these guys. It'll be hilarious, won't it?
He's actually pretty good at predicting what people are going to do, which should give him a huge advantage. No, I'm not actually serious. It's not like he could predict that. But anyway,
you're being silly.
Yeah.
Stop being silly.
The people at home won't realize.
Yes. Okay, we do have...
Anyways, we do have the forward expansion going down by Relax.
Yeah, which is good, because then it means that you can get that really, really forward factory, which against a USA is such a fantastic, happy time thing to do, because then you can get those very, very early Gatlings, and with those early Gatlings you can harass the Chinooks very easily.
Especially since the Gatlings versus air units, the range, well, I mean, just like, yeah, it's just ridiculous. Like Gatlings and quads, they're just like, yeah, a couple miles away, taking down stuff in the air. Going to be throwing down a barracks on the front line as well, and this barracks will kind of shield with the in combination with the terrain there. It'll kind of shield that supply center and also those trucks. The first that's a medical Humvee coming out.
Ambo. It's full of 2 rocket troops, so actually maybe getting the garrison. If he gets that garrison, it'll force him to rocket a flame tank, and that'll be awesome. But unfortunately, that dozer is behind the barracks, so he cannot kill the dozer with those missile defenders. But now all the Nuke battle masters are getting caught by the missile defenders, and the garrison is just going to be so good. He would have scouted that with the spy drone, scouted the forward dozer, and then would have got that ambo to compensate, because ambos build faster and they're cheaper than a Humvee. So rushing that garrison was his priority, and that's what he did, and it denied quite a fair bit.
Absolutely ending up being a pretty good move, and still neither one of these players going to be going for the oil derricks on the left side just yet. Although we will expect to see them at some point.
And there comes the Rockvee, and it doesn't look like Relax has any way of actually defending that. That is the problem when you get a forward factory, is if you don't apply the pressure very, very early, then you have no real means of actually defending a Rockvee. Generally, a lot of times people go for the airfield, but all the mines actually kill the Rockvee. No! Relax Murder being very careful, avoiding those mines, and it looks like that Red Guard push is going to get completely gunned down by those Humvees.
Yeah, you were actually talking, and I thought you were talking about the engagement in the middle. Oh, the Gatling tank will be facing off versus that Rockvee. Who will come out ahead? Neither one of them. Mutually assured destruction as both of them do go down. The garrison being repaired, but also then captured by Relax. That'll just sort of strengthen his foothold on the front line of Lagoon.
All of these garrisons are actually very weak, even their old derricks as well. They're all like half health, so repairing them can be a good idea. The Nuke Battlemaster's trying to suicide and get that explosion, but no, it did not quite. Didn't get that explosion just off yet. But actually, I'm rather surprised that Murder sent his Rockvee to the middle. He could have easily killed those trucks, but he didn't. He went for that Gatling, and as a result, he could have denied that supply, which he didn't.
Absolutely going to be able to keep, basically through his good control, Murder was able to keep his tanks alive, or his Humvees alive from that suicide tank, at least the suicide tank attempt by Relax, and now he is going to be moving in. Relax moving in with a listening outpost, while on the right side of the map, the mass Rockvees, are they going to be hitting the mines? We will have to see.
Dodging those mines very close
no, they are going to be skirting the, on the edge. They do take out both of those supply trucks, and now 2 more Rockvees in the back will be able to take down this listening outpost without too much of an issue.
Not a problem at all. I'm actually surprised. Relax really doesn't have much going for him, does he? I don't think he's going to have a way of dealing with Humvees actually only losing 1 ambo. Could have gone a lot worse for him, but now with the Rockvees, yeah.
Absolutely.
Actually, no, Relax is taking down the Gatlings, taking down the Chimps with the Gatling, but Relax just has no way of dealing with all of these Rockvees, which can take out probably the factory and the supplies, no problems at all. But there's just so many Chinooks falling to those Gatlings.
Yeah, absolutely. Relax is going for sort of like the supply line. He's going to be cutting off the economy, but at the same time, Murder's doing economy damage. He's in a great position to take out the war factory and the economy on the southeast or the southwest side right there, and
Maybe
yep, he
even
does
lose
focus
the
down that war factory.
So now, if Murder cannot actually finish off Relax with this Rockby army, I don't think he's going to be able to hold off. He has no factory, he has like one Chinook which is almost dead, and other than that, he doesn't really have much going for him apart from the fact that Murder just has this huge army of Rockvies that he could definitely take Relax out of the game if he controls it correctly.
Absolutely, I think Murder needs to come in here and cut off the economy in the mid-ground. It's actually undefended. If you engage from the left side, he could snipe down quite a bit without any sort of an issue there. However, he is going to be going for the Gatling tanks. Will take one down, the second one will try to pull away.
And here comes the Red Guard, but there's just so many Humvees that Red Guard will not save you at all. And once again, the Gatling tank is going to be denying this Chinook, so there's just so much harassment damage from Relax. But I'm not sure why Murder's defending this. I think Murder should just really push for the win, because this is, meanwhile, you know, Relax is still mining, Relax is still building units, whereas if you just quickly killed the war factory, which doesn't take long with that many Humvees, then you can definitely be in a good position. And might even lose the Dozer.
Absolutely, and now...
No.
Oh, the Dozer on the north side. The Gatling tank going to be getting focused down moments before that Dozer actually does go down. However, yeah, once again, we have the economy in the middle for Relax still going strong. And, I mean, he's getting somewhat low on those supply, but eventually, I mean, he's going to be just fine for the next couple of minutes.
And Relax still does have another Gatling tank moving out. So this entire time, Relax has just been harassing with his Gatling when he, you know, is not really worrying about actually defending his base, but he will lose this Dozer and the airfield supply to these Rockvies. So Murder's definitely going for the very indirect approach, instead of actually going for the brute force, taking down his base, is just trying to harass him where he can, you know, not really commit to anything.
And the MiG got taken down as well on that airfield before it could even get off the ground. It just got immediately sniped. So additional money being thrown away there by Relax. Now the supply will get cleaned up. The Rockvies too powerful. What's on the north side though?
The base race, by the looks of it, the Gatlings and the Tank Hunters is going to muscle their way through the buildings, and it looks like Murder could actually very well lose this. He really has to build something. How much money does he have? He has 300. No, he cannot build anything, and he will lose the game if that supply goes down. So Murder definitely should have been defending this base, because now he has no way of collecting because he lost that Chinook. But he might actually be able to defend this with these Rockvies. Who knows?
The Rockvies being able to skirt around the map so quickly, they will be able to focus down the infantry, but the infantry aren't killing the building. No, it does look like Relax isn't going to be engaging the building. A critical moment there where he stopped firing to engage the Humvees, and now he's going back to shooting the building, but only with the Gatling tank. This could be enough of a time for Murder to swoop in here and save this
Gatlings
supply.
and Battlemasters are not very good against buildings at all, but this Battlemaster might still be able to take it out. He really needs to get those Rockvies in there, take care of that, but the Battlemaster can explode when it dies. That might be enough to actually kill the supply. No, it doesn't damage buildings.
No.
It doesn't damage buildings.
Doesn't actually... Yeah, it doesn't actually do a whole lot of damage.
Silly me.
And we do have one Chinook left, so Murder does still kind of have economy.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
One Chinook, one Dozer on the right side. On the left side, a Gatling tank going to be cleaning up that second Dozer. However, Relax is like, okay, well, I'll just expand to your main base if that's okay, or to your natural if that's okay with you.
Murder has to get the Gatling before it finishes. No, he's letting that Gatling finish, and now that's going to be difficult to deal with only Rockvies. The Gatlings just do so much damage, but it's actually focusing the drones instead of the Humvees themselves. That could have gone a lot worse for Murder, but actually now can sweep around and kill the supply behind the Gatling, which cannot focus him there. So that's a bit of the problem with static defenses. They're very easily avoidable.
But also, we do have a single Ranger, and I guess the Ranger on the left side, I guess the capture building upgrade, whatever that's called, hasn't been purchased. Otherwise, he could grab those oil derricks.
Yeah, I think Murder definitely needs to repair that supply yard because it's so weak. He could very easily lose this to a sneak attack with some sort of definitely a flame tank, but even Nuke Battlemaster because they're so fast. And Murder doesn't really have much vision at this stage. And he's actually, might lose that supply to the Tank Hunters. He will not lose at this stage because he has a barracks, but if he loses that supply, he has no income. So that'll be a very critical loss there. And we do have two Rockvies sweeping in from Murder, going to take down this very southern supply from Relax. And actually, the Tank Hunters might take down this supply. Rockvies, you should probably run them over, but no, you can actually muscle your way through because you're vetted, and vetted Rockvies are awesome, taking down even the Battlemaster as well.
And they are going to be pulling back, staying out of the range of that Battlemaster. But also, we've seen a distinct lack of any support powers in this game. I'm kind of surprised that at this point we haven't seen... Oh, that's right. Actually, I forgot about that.
You MacBook
I'm just so
noob.
used to seeing them. Anyways, on the south side, Relax going to be losing that expansion.
The Red Guard might be able to take this out. Red Guard is so good against buildings, but they can get crushed by the Humvees, not a problem at all. He really needs to crush those Red Guard before they can take down the supply, but no, it looks like Relax is actually going to go for the Humvees instead. So now Relax is just throwing away so much stuff, trying to take down that supply. He's not consolidating his army, but actually look, the Flame Tank will take down that barracks, and the Doze's still alive. Not a big deal there.
The Dozer has narrowly escaped, going to be rebuilding a power plant. The Flame Tank does go down, but yeah, as you said, Relax is just sort of like, he's sending units and then he's like, I'm going to kill the building. No, I guess I'll change the Humvees and do nothing with my units instead of killing the building.
I'll just send wave after wave of expendable troops. It works, right? What are you talking about? And now the Humvees might get caught by the mines!
Troops.
Duh!
Oh.
But no, now he knows they're there. Because he attacked the trucks, he knows they're there. And the Flame Tank, once again, trying to sneak down the supply. But no, Murder is not going to let him. Murder kind of, wants to keep the supply alive. Again, Relax is just sending stuff, and he's going to actually lose it unless the Red Guard can force it down. But they will not, because Humvees, they're getting vet now, and they're just so good at actually taking it down. But the Red Guard might focus that down. Murder, you need to keep that alive, but actually not a big deal anymore. Because now Murder has been mining enough, he can actually afford it. What is he doing? No, go for that supply.
He's not... He could have killed the supply by now. The GG comes out from Relax. Relax has been defeated. The Rock V's in the back of his base, going to be the saving grace for Murder.
Well, that was very surprising. I think Relax definitely threw that away. He did some kind of dumb things like building a forward supply supported by a Gatling cannon. It's like, yeah, okay, or you could just capture your oil and not run the risk of, having a supply in your enemy's base. I think that would have been a safer method.
Absolutely. Relax. If he would have just captured both of those oils on the left side, he definitely had plenty of opportunity to do so. That would have been a much better choice. And I mean, in the end, you say that Relax threw the game away, but the only way that he was able to throw that away is because Murder was active with his Rock V, sneaking around, really splitting his army, staying alive more than anything. Yeah,
because not only was Murder defending his base, but he also had some Rock Vs that, killed the supply, and also ended up winning the game by taking out that middle supply, and then later on win the factory. Look at the supplies here. We have Relax on almost double Murder's income, despite the fact that he ended up losing in the end. So I think it came out of control in the end. Those Rock Vs getting vetted, and they're just so strong when they get vet.
Absolutely, and just taking down unit after unit for Relax, and Relax was like, well, I could kill this building, but no, I'm going to keep trying to kill those Humvees. Just didn't work out for him, but I think that'll do it for this game.
Okay, so until next time, goodbye.
This is Sybert signing out.